Without consciousness, you won't know where you're going and you won't know how to get there. When it comes to manifesting, there's this invisible ingredient that makes it work, and we're all trying to figure out what it is. And I have been here trying to explain what that invisible ingredient is. Until I found this word, consciousness, I was off point, because this sums it up like no other. Would you even think about driving a car without looking? In the same way, you cannot manifest what you want unless if you are conscious. In this video, I'm going to tell you why consciousness is the key to manifesting. This is something that I've been trying to put my finger on for so long, and I finally have. And it's so simple. This is the difference between failure and success when it comes to manifesting. I'm going to explain to you how and why consciousness is the difference between being able to manifest something that you want deliberately with success and not being able to do that at all. I've already told you guys in my previous videos, it's not about the technique. The technique does not manifest it. Consciousness is what manifests it, but I didn't have that word before. Now I'm back, by the way. Welcome to my new camera setup. There's a lot of things that have changed. I have been writing this book on conscious manifestation because it's that important. I have never written a book before, but when this new paradigm of understanding and teaching manifesting came to me, it was big and it was very revolutionary in everything that I know about manifesting. It simplified it so much, and it's going to simplify it for you. So I'm going to tell you in this video why and how to be conscious when you're manifesting so that you can manifest deliberately, because everything that you want is already manifesting for you. It's already happening. You only get what you truly desire. But when you're unconscious, from that unconscious state, you cannot clearly identify what your true desire is. And so this is really what's getting in the way for a lot of people. You may be misidentifying what you want to begin with, because when you're unconscious, you can't see what's going right for you, and you can't see the purpose, and you can't live this life the way that you intended to. You gotta be able to see where you're going, and manifestation is no exception to that rule. Without consciousness, you won't know where you're going and you won't know how to get there. When you're manifesting something or attempting to manifest something from a state of unconsciousness, it's not going to hit home. It's going to be trying, and it's not going to feel natural, and it's not going to work. But when you're manifesting deliberately from a place of consciousness, which stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to tell you about how to become conscious and how to do this when you're manifesting. When you're consciously manifesting, it makes solutions available to you, and it makes your choices clear, and you can actually see what's really happening from a very clear and higher perspective. It's a broader perspective. It's a more realistic perspective in the sense of being able to see what you're really capable of and how limitless that you really are. How do I become conscious so that I can manifest consciously? I don't care what technique that you're implementing. Consciousness is the ingredient that actually makes it click into place, and that makes it work, and that puts you there where you're trying to be when you're doing a technique. A technique is about shifting your state and shifting your vibration. And if that's not happening when you're doing the technique, then the technique is all for naught. This is why we all like and swear by different techniques, because a certain technique might actually make you conscious or help you shift into consciousness, and for other people it doesn't. So there's a lot of techniques that can help you, but as long as you know what you're actually going for, you can make sure that you're doing it right. There's a couple of things that I have been talking a lot about on my channel. One of them is answer mode and the other one is God state. The point of it was to be conscious, because when I developed these answer mode and God state, I was utilizing these techniques. Like, this is the way that I would become conscious and the way that I would consciously perpetuate being conscious, right? So I've been explaining these to you guys, but you know, for some people these techniques don't work for them to actually make you conscious. And so it's really important that you go with what you know makes you conscious. What does conscious mean? When you're seeing from that higher perspective, you can feel it. It's a different outlook on the circumstances, on yourself, on your life. And unconsciousness is the opposite. When you feel like it's all over, oh no, like that's it, doomsday, that's unconsciousness. So every form of discomfort is a form of unconsciousness. And so consciousness is the opposite. Consciousness is when you know everything is good and right for you, and when you're able to find the silver lining and the gift in each moment, and the hidden gifts in what happens to us in our lives. It's when you're able to have a positive interpretation and an optimistic outlook, and when you're able to maintain that in a way that inspires you to actually take advantage of the advantages that you can see that you have from a place of consciousness. So when you're conscious, you're manifesting the things that you want, period. Either you're seeing the things that were already there that you missed, or you're inspired to act in a way and be in a way that allows you to bring into closer view or quicker view the things that you want. And so it's just really important to remember that no matter what technique that you're practicing, that you're doing it in order to get conscious. So for some people, meditation works. For some people, meditation doesn't work. That's why I have taught the moving meditation method, which is what I've done a lot in my life. Because when you sit to meditate, the reason why it is so effective is because it will make you conscious if you're doing it correctly. If you're not doing it correctly, then you're trying to meditate from an unconscious state, nothing ever happens. And you can always feel when that's the case. You're just like, that didn't really do a whole lot for me. So for some people, yoga. So I am very conscious when I'm doing yoga. It gets rid of all of my thoughts and it causes me to focus, and anything that will really grab your attention and make you focus in a very concentrated fashion is helping you be conscious, because consciousness is extreme clarity. This is why hobbies and things that you really enjoy and being in the zone make you feel the way that they make you feel, is because it's bringing on this conscious state. So just make sure that no matter if it's meditation or a moving meditation like taking a walk and enjoying nature, or doing yoga, working out, for some people running, or it could be a different technique like scripting and affirmations that might make you conscious, but whatever it is, it's the consciousness that you're at. And this is why a lot of manifestation teachings teach you about following your joy and feeling. You gotta feel it and following the feeling and doing what makes you feel good. This is why it's so cliche, is because consciousness or feeling is a very good indicator of consciousness. And when you are feeling like you're in the zone or like you're in the vortex, like Abraham says, when you're feeling that feeling where you feel good and confident and you know that you're manifesting what you want, you know that everything is good and right for you, and you're finding yourself being able to be optimistic and not really needing anything anymore, that is consciousness. Okay, so that's what you're after. Make sure that you are finding something that puts you there, and don't do any techniques that don't put you there. Now, once you get a little bit better at getting yourself in there, then you'll be able to navigate yourself into consciousness easier. This consciousness is really about not staying in it all the time, but knowing how to get back in. That's really important. The response is what's important. I'm gonna do a totally different video on that. For now, you know how important it is for you to feel your way into consciousness, practice that more, and then also make sure that you're practicing that at the same time that you're practicing any other manifestational technique. And if you're doing it unconsciously, which means you're feeling some sort of discomfort, then stop doing it, because anything that you do from an unconscious state is not gonna yield you that manifestational result. I didn't make videos last week because I was sick and I'm still sick, but I missed you guys so much and I really wanted to make videos, and I have my new setup that I love. I'm gonna be producing videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you want to get unlisted videos, make sure that you subscribe and press the bell button. And when you press the bell button, press all, because that's going to tell you, yes, when I'm coming out with videos, it's going to notify you, but also it's going to tell you when I'm posting in the community tab. And the community tab is where I'm going to be posting unlisted videos with more insights, inspirations, motivations, and personal experiences that I've had that I'm using to teach a teaching. So if that sounds good to you, yeah, make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell button, hit all. I have a lot more awesome videos on the way for you guys, so make sure that you like the video, subscribe, comment below, let me know what you want to know about consciousness, about manifesting. I got you. If you are not caught up, I got a playlist right here for you so that you can catch up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was easy.